Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Three for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching the but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'm a
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And the Rams coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First carry for James Conner. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Rams nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Pell. And only able to get this to the 19. Probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down with Akers. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Stafford. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing now is Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Murray now. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. And oh, it's blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Arizona.
First down, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Rams, nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Stafford looking deep for Adams. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Murray a give. This is counter.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Returning it is Moore. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on the... He's got a man, complete! And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run behind center with Counter. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, Powell on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw is Stafford.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were...
Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Connor. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down. And that's exactly what he did.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Devontae Adams, 48 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Murray to throw. Flushed out right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, the
took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Cardinals, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score.